Hello there, and you're very welcome along. I hope you're enjoying the bank holiday weekend. We have plenty more for you to enjoy in tonight's programme. On the weekend, the results were impossible to predict. So, coming up tonight, well, Killarney, the setting this afternoon for one of the great rivalries in Irish sport, Kerry against Cork. After beating Derry on day one, could Armagh see off the challenge of Seamus McEnany's Monaghan in Belfast? With highlights of Sligo's great victory over Mayo in the West last night. We look back on Louth's win over Kildare as they pulled off the second big shock of the night. We preview tomorrow's big clash down south as Waterford go to battle with Clare in the Munster hurling semi-final. And of course, we'll also have reports from Westmeath versus Wicklow and Waterford against Limerick. Later, Pete Finnerty will be in studio to talk hurling. We'll be looking back on Dublin's meeting with Laois this afternoon at Nolan Park and previewing that big clash in Thurles tomorrow. But to discuss a hectic weekend of football, I'm delighted to welcome Tony Davis and Colm O'Rourke. Thank you for joining us, lads. And our special guest tonight is someone who wore the green and red for many a year and is a true Mayo legend. Liam McHale, you're very welcome. This is our own little segment of reeling in the years kind of on the programme. In hindsight, it's probably not a great weekend to invite a Mayo man onto the programme, is it? No,
very disappointing performance yesterday, Des. You know, we only scored 9 scores against Sligo in perfect conditions. Very disappointing. In the last 15 minutes, the game was on the line and we didn't show any heart, really. So, for a Mayo man, it's a black cloud over us today.
Well, I hope you can enjoy the rest of the programme. And don't forget that if you at home want to get in touch with us with your comments on today's action or anything in tonight's show, you can follow us on Twitter at RT Sunday Game, email us at thesundaygame@rt.ie, or you can text GAME in capitals, followed by your comments to 53555. OK, let's go straight to the biggest football match of the year so far. The repeat of last year's All-Ireland final. It's Kerry versus Cork in Killarney. Commentary comes from Kevin McStay and first Marty Morrissey.
Comes down towards Aidan Walsh. Big day for him. Has proven himself at under 21 level. Back to Paddy Cassan from Clyde Rovers. Was there when Larry Tompkins and indeed Billy Morgan was manager, but has a second lease of life since Conor Cunningham took over the top job. Ball inside to Colm Cooper. He's looking for the star. Here's Kieran Donaghy. Lays it back to O'Sullivan. Oh, classy. Very classy. Declan O'Sullivan. Laying down a marker to his opponent as well.
Look at the passing.
He's in form.
The passing, Marty, is fantastic. And the movement, as you were describing it, fellas moving off their defenders. Look at this for an execution. Brilliant.
Good ball in, clears the coach. They've got to watch his left foot. Here it comes. There's a point. Kerry have found their rhythm. They've gained that momentum when once they get it, it's very hard to put them off it. Donnacha O'Connor getting there ahead of Mike McCarthy. Holding the play, unsure, hesitant about what option is the best. Good work here by Paddy Kelly, or Patrick Kelly. He's on the 20, heading towards the 13, onto the left boot, and that is going to raise a white flag. Struggled to make the Cork under-21 team a few years ago, has worked hard, came on against Limerick in 2008, and has now established himself in the starting 15 for the Rebels. Keely's kick out was intended to reach Tomas O'Shea. Interesting to see Tomas wearing 5 but operating a left half back. A deliberate strategy by Jack O'Connor to Mark Allen O'Connor. Now that is a real beauty. Daniel Goulding gets his second point in this Munster Championship clash. Well, watch this. This is worth analysing. Simple football, knew exactly what it was going to do, and the ball flying between the posts. Kick out comes into the middle. Hands go up, but nobody really touches it. Kieran Donaghy is out there. He's the one that's the last off the ground. Ball into the space and to the onrushing Patrick Kelly. Twisting and turning. Mick McCarthy staying with him. Lays it off first Pearson. Neil O'Neill. That's huge height. It's dropping over the bar. It's his very first point in the championship.
It was a bit unorthodox. It was a midfielder's kick. It stayed up for a day or two, but it importantly landed right between the posts. He's delighted with himself.
Mark O'Shea, Tom O'Sullivan, two very, very impressive corner backs. Over first Brian Sheehan. Kieran Donaghy wants the long ball. It's being delivered, but with a bit of power, with a bit of accuracy. Magnificent score by Brian Sheehan. He's adding substantially to the dynamic duo of the Gooch and Star.
This is, top class stuff.
2 minutes of additional time to be added on. Colm Cooper to Donaghy. Anybody home? Declan O'Sullivan to Donaghy. To a wide.
The Gooch is down, Marty, and he got a very late hit. Watch it here. Bang. Canty takes him out.
Well, you could see that Colm actually banged his head on the ground there when landing. Patrick Kelly. Alan O'Connor has gone inside. Has to go back together. He has the time to turn. Is it good? It's quality. Alan O'Connor. Within a minute and a half, the Leesiders have scored 2 very quick points. From a 2-point advantage, it's now 4 for the Rebels. Back to Killian Young again. And he's given a little bit of space this time. Dropping it in towards Kieran Donaghy. The overlap is from Donica Walsh. He's through. Can he beat Alan Quirk? Good save by the keeper. But it should have been a goal for Kerry. That should have been tucked away neatly into the bottom left or right-hand corner. Instead, it's Quirk that makes the save. Brilliant catch by Kieran Sheehan. They think highly of him on the banks of the Lee. You can see why. Former under-21 All-Ireland medalist. He brings 4 Kerry defenders with him. Lays it off to Goulding. It's a poor effort. Here comes Keeley, the goalkeeper. Did well. Feeds Tom O'Sullivan. Seamus Scanlon available. Over this side is Anthony Marr. To his left is Tomas O'Shea. He goes for the right, and it's Marr. It goes past midfield. About to be tackled by Alan O'Connor. Nice control. Needs to lay it off now. Donica Walsh makes himself available. Still recovering from that save that Alan Quirk made. I'm sure Walsh feels he should have tucked it away. Here's Donaghy getting there ahead of Michael Shields, who's now come back to marker. Ray Carey comes into challenge. Brian Sheehan out fires Tomas O'Shea. Hit it on the right of the bounce. It's a beauty. You know he was going to do it. The minute he got it, it was the outside of the boot, and in his 71st championship appearance for the green and gold, it's Tomas O'Shea.
He does poorly here, Donica Walsh. He hits it straight at the keeper.
Into the path of Alan O'Connor. What about this? Oh, brilliant save by Brendan Keeley. And Keeley is almost knocked out. He's still on the ground. He's getting to his feet eventually. But full credit to the goalkeeper.
But the man beside him, I think it was Kieran Sheehan. Oh,
here comes Aidan Walsh. It's the moment that Keeley saves again. Drama in Fitzgerald Stadium, Killarney. In the space of 60 seconds, this man has rescued his county from not 1 but 2 certain goals.
The umpire has actually waved that one wide.
Ball is given in long towards Kieran Donaghy. John Miskela being told by his goalkeeper and indeed Ray Carey to let it off, John. That's what he does.